Welcome to part 65 of Ready or Not, Here I Come. And I'm trying to take advantage of a few hours rest here between shifts. But anyway, I am, this is December the 24th, 2024. Sorry about that. I am going to jump straight on back into the book of Luke um, right here. And this is Luke 12. And I'm going to recap verse 14 from this morning. Um, like I said, I'm having to do this right now because I won't have time this evening after I get in from work again, because I have to go back to work and work a late shift for tonight because of the holiday for people. Trying to give people a chance to be home with their families that want to be home with their families. So they asked me if I would care to pick it up another shift, and I said I'll sure do her. So they sent me home a little early so that I could do that, so that I could rest my feet just a little while, and I have elected to use this time for the Lord. So let us do that. Now, certainly every minute that we get, because I didn't want to let the day pass, and the Lord knew it, without at least doing one or two more videos. So let's do that. I'll try to do two, maybe three, if the Lord's will, before I have to head back out. But anyway, if you're going to be on the highways, do be safe. And remember, Hanukkah begins tomorrow night, tomorrow evening at sunset. Happy Hanukkah to those of you that keep it. And because I do not keep Christmas, it's a pagan holiday. But I do honor Hanukkah. And though it has nothing to do with Christmas, and it's not to do with the birth of Christ, it is about honoring God. And that is why we light the menorah, to honor the Lord and the miracles He did then. But I light the menorah to honor God for the miracles He did for the forefathers, but also for the miracles He does for me on a daily basis. So you see, it's about more than just honoring God for the miracle of the oil that should have only lasted one day, but He made it to burn 8. God does things like this. He has always done things like this. He is a miracle worker. He can make something out of nothing. He can make things last. He can always put meal in the barrel. He can always make sure you have food and shelter. He can heal you. He can keep you. He can deliver you. This is another reason why Jesus came to the earth, to teach us these things. Anyway, getting back into this, and I think I said verse 14. Do forgive me. It is actually 12:34. I don't know where I got the 14 from. I think I was looking at the top of the page at the time when I spoke that a minute ago. Do forgive me. It's Luke 12, verse 34. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Where do your treasures lie at tonight as you're getting ready for these lies to come down your chimney, or you're getting ready to do your gatherings where you unwrap all your treasures to see what you got? It's one thing to give someone a gift. It's another to go out of way outrageous with stuff. Okay? And this time of year seems to be a time when people practice gluttony and things like that. And that's one of the 7 deadly sins that we're not supposed to be doing. And it's a time when people overindulge in all kinds of ways. So remember that. If the world is partaking of it and you are supposed to be a child of God and the world is partaking of it, that should be a clear-cut sign that that's not something we're supposed to be engaging in. Now, getting on back into this word. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. It's a good time of year to be reading this particular verse. Verse 35, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. It's like the lights of the menorah, right? And you yourselves like to men that wait for the Lord, their Lord, when he will return from the wedding. That means the wedding feast, that when he comes and knocks, they may open to him immediately. If the Lord came to your house tonight, would you be able to open the door to him immediately? Or would you have to have him to wait without while you got yourself ready? Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he comes, shall find watching. Verily I say to you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. The Lord is going to come forth and serve us. It's his wedding, but he's going to serve us. We're supposed to be servants one of another and love one another and do these things. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, now the second watch would be at 9 p.m. to midnight. And the third watch would be midnight till 3 a.m. And if he should come in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants. And this know, that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not have permitted his house to be broken through. Tonight is what they say is the longest night of the year. They claim that it's that way so that Mr. Lie Nicholas, Mr. Satan Claus, can travel around the entire world in a single night, delivering gifts that he doesn't really deliver because he's a figment of people's imaginations and he doesn't exist. He's a lie. And Satan lies from the beginning. And you think it's a harmless lie. There's no such thing. There is no such thing as a harmless lie. The Bible teaches us plainly that the truth shall set us free. We are not free if we are bound to a lie. And y'all teach your children to go to bed and go to sleep. Don't be caught awake tonight of all nights. Do not be caught awake, you say. Don't be awake at the second hour. Don't be awake at the third hour, because if you're awake, you're going to be in trouble and he won't leave you gifts. But here the Lord is saying that if he come in the second watch or the third watch, he expects to see us watching. Keep and watch for him. whatever hour it is. There isn't supposed to be any high watch times. Every hour is just as important as another. But this is the day in which Satan has trained you not to keep watch. Because you're supposed to be sleeping so your Satan claws can come visit you. I don't want to visit from Satan claws. If he visits me, he's going in chains. Like any other demon. Anyways, going on. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them, so blessed are those servants. Blessed are they. And this know, that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched, and not permitted his house to be broken through. Be ye therefore ready. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man comes at an hour when you think not. Oh, you better watch out. You better not pout. I'm a-telling you why. Jesus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Jesus is coming to town. But you're more afraid of a lie coming to town than you are Jesus, the one who could throw your eternal soul into hell. Then Peter said to him, Lord, speak you this parable to us, or even to all? And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his house, over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Jesus answered him with a question. Who is faithful? In other words, who is faithful enough to be watching for me when I come? Who is faithful enough to know the signs of my coming? Who is faithful enough to recognize and to know the signs of the times and of my coming? No, we can't know the day nor the hour. Not even the angels of heaven can know that. But we can know the season because he said so. Because Jesus rebuked them for not knowing before. And he rebukes us today for not knowing the signs of the time when he told us full well what to look for. And he said, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. I'm sure we're going to get into that. We're in the book of Luke. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he comes, shall find so doing. Are you doing everything that you possibly can for the Lord? Have you been? What if he had came in an hour when you were not? I would suggest that you get up and get busy. You're out of time. See you in the next part.